With great freedom comes great responsibility. The most challenging part of freedom is when you have to start taking responsibility for all the aspects of your life. Taking responsibility for your mind, your body, and your spirit. Becoming autonomous in your health, presentation, business, and personal goals. For you have been fed goals that are not of the spiritual, but of the physical, illusory world. And so as you begin to realize that you are not here to chase fame, fortune, and success in the ego sense, but to look for it in a life where you can exist in the eternal moment, using wealth to provide you a beautiful, safe haven to be one with spirit and see love in everything you do, to use any kind of fame or success to show your authentic self and spread light to others. These are the greatest gifts that one can achieve here on earth. And so as you become more free in your thinking and your ways of being, you have to begin to think for yourself. You have to begin to discern what is here for me. What are my true wishes? If I had the opportunity to take 5 years off, didn't have to worry about money or time or energy, what would my life look like? Because the lives that we create here are mostly centered around our ability to make money and how much money we have, whereas the divine creates from what is their highest path and purpose. And this will look different for everyone, but there will be traits in common. Some of those traits will look like freedom, the ability to be creative, the ability to express emotions in the moment, the ability to move their body multiple times a day, the ability to have flexibility in their schedules, the ability to be in flow for a lot of their time, challenges that are connected to their evolution and growth in the spiritual realm, deepening understandings through each experience, and many more attributes like that. More connection to nature, more time with the things they really love. These beings will also look healthy. Their skin will shine. Their energy field will glow. They may still have health challenges or not look perfect, but there will be life within them. And that is the greatest gift you can give yourself, to have a strong and vibrant energy field. And it is with freedom that you can become this. And it is in fine-tuning your vibration by letting go of the traditions, letting go of the cultural training you've received here. When you can let go of that, it's quite scary because you have to begin to explore this journey, but it's one of the best journeys that you can go on in this lifetime, is to have the ability to forget that you were supposed to come here to live out your highest path and purpose, your greatest dreams. And then to remember that that's your mission. And so we go through years of training so that way we forget. Grade school, high school, college, jobs where we are forced to do the same things every day. This creates a deep effect on our ability to create as well as our ability to think above what's possible. When you've been in school since 3 years old and life at work resembles that schedule, it's not because that's the only thing you can do. It's because that's what you created for 20 plus years of your life, for those of you who went to college. And so when you begin the spiritual path, the greatest gift you can give yourself is time. Time to learn who you are. Time to embody new practices. Time to slow down and hear spirit. To listen and to meditate and to move forward upon inspired guidance. These are all the great responsibilities that come with freedom, for you are each here to embody your God self. That means that you are here to embody what God would do if he was here, if he could be separate. You are here to find the love, and that love first comes for yourself. And this is another great challenge of freedom, is that you're going to have to learn to love yourself first. The first step to any unconditional love is loving yourself first, and then loving anyone else that is around you. But we promise you, when you care for yourself, when you stop making yourself do things you don't have to do, when you let go of money tied to the future and all the possible negative things that could happen but have not yet, you will find that there is so much more room for creation. There's so much more room for being, but you must give it time. For you have to remember, however old you are, you've been creating from your training, from the training that this society taught you to chase degrees and to sit down all day and that you have to work 40 hours a week to make a living. These are not true facts, but when you first leave this realm, it will take time for the adjustment to occur, for you to understand the way of living that comes with great freedom. For when you live free, you live in a completely different way. You don't wake up to an alarm. You don't rush to eat breakfast. You don't rush to do anything. There's no meetings in time that are every day. There's so much more flow, and there's a trust in the connection. There's not so much making things happen, but following your highest vibration, following where that leads, and then allowing those connections to support you, knowing that you've been divinely guided, instead of thinking, oh, I know what I must do. I must take this class or this class or this class. Instead, finding the way of life that inspires you, the nature, the sport, the community, and then allowing the universe through meditation and breath work and practices of calm to inspire you into becoming your best self. These are the responsibilities that come with freedom. And they are not easy to integrate, but we promise you the latest upgrades and light codes, these solar winds and solar flares, the recent geomagnetic storm, this is jam-packed with light codes. There are new opportunities everywhere. You must remember, every time these light codes come down, there are new opportunities that are bred and anchored into the earth. And you are part of these anchoring team. For as each of you rise, as each of you find your audience on YouTube, find your beings to coach or guide, you are creating another layer to this field, another anchored layer of human beings who are operating from love consciousness. And that's the mission. The mission here is to shift your consciousness into love, therefore being the example and inspiring others to be love as well. And so in that, you can know that with your freedom, the greatest gift you give to others is the time you spend with yourself. It's not the selfless giving to other people in sacrifice of your well-being. No, it's taking time off. It's drinking lots of water. It's flowing through your day. It's really taking time off as if you just graduated a long school and you're anticipating a great reset. You're about to do life completely differently in a lot of ways. And so you need to learn who you are without these structures and these guidelines in place. And so we wanted to share with you about how there is great freedom that is coming now, but there is responsibility. God must be discerning, but once you tap in, you'll find it is easy to know what love is. Once you start experiencing love, it is so expansive. It does not need as much training as the unloving and fearful schools and jobs that you've been in know. Once you start to feel love, you begin to understand intuitively, as those who met extraterrestrials in Africa, did many years ago. You will feel love before you even know it. So when you go to a place, you need to decide which hairdresser to see or which bank to go to. You will feel the love emanating from that bank and know that there is a light worker there. There is someone there that is conscious, that is going to be able to help you navigate that 3D system as best as possible until it comes to an end. And so we will leave you with that. This is our message for tonight. With great freedom comes great responsibility. We know that you are all up for it. You are already doing it. But we are inviting you to advance this freedom to the next level. Take time now, if you can, to honor yourself. In the Northern Hemisphere, it is winter. It is time to slow down. It is time to be with yourself. These energies are powerful. They are magnetic. And they are opening lots of doors that will accelerate your vibration in extremely potent ways, shifting your day, your life all in one day. And we have you zoom to the office. There's a scene where Dwight Schrute says how all his goals came to life in one day, and this is something that we want you to recognize. That is the kind of energy that is available now. It was not available before. In the office, it took Dwight 9 years to achieve this task. The kinds of things that could have taken 9 years to be done are now going to be done in a very short time. We love you very much. Please ask questions if we can clarify on anything, and we will speak to you again at another time.